Well, I started here in 2013, and actually before then, my children's choir, Sarasota Young Voices, was rehearsing here. Ended up one day eating by myself in this little Greek restaurant on Bee Ridge Road, and then I see this tall guy say, "Hey, I think your name is Genevieve. I'm Pastor Steve, and I work at Church of the Palms. I'm the senior pastor." And he said, "Well, we heard that our music director would be retiring in about 9 months, and we're wondering if you would be interested in possibly working with us." I held back for about 5 months before saying yes. It seemed like too big of a job. I didn't know how I would handle this, and turns out that I said yes, and it was the best yes of my life. You have to remember that you're walking in the legacy of somebody, and I remember that it was not quite easy. I received some interesting letters and some criticism. Jonathan did too. We both learned to find our way and hope to reduce the anxiety that was there from the change that was happening. It just didn't take that long for us to have a great relationship with the choir. It's a place where I got to grow in ways that I never knew I would. If you had told me I'd become a pastor when I started here, I would have laughed a little bit, but I just felt so nurtured and so encouraged. We had this older choir member, Jim Wanting, who was in his 90s and had practically no family. First one here in the morning to make coffee for the choir and to do everything for the choir. Last one to leave. Had a long commute. He became sick, and he was in the hospital, and he had nobody really. So I spent a lot of time with him, and for some reason this awakened this desire for me to be more than music director and just see the pastoral care was what really drew me to this call, and Steve spent a lot of time discerning this call with me, and it was a great thing. Well, this new chapter is definitely not a musical chapter. It is a solo pastor chapter, but you can't take the music out of me. So there will be music. I will just become find a different way to express myself. Well, speaking of exciting new chapters, I am very excited to introduce to you my friend Kari Hamada, who's joining us. And it's not Carrie, it's Kari. And Kari and I have had a long history of working together. Actually, I've met you when you were in high school. We would travel to Scotland together. That was my first experience with Tampa Bay Children's Chorus, and I worked there for 7 years. And you were a junior, I think, in high school,
yes.
A rising senior, and she was one of those choir nerds. There's always
Accurate.
One of those in the choir. We've traveled together. As soon as I had funds with Sarasota Young Voices, my first instinct was to hire you to come and direct with me, and we've had many adventures together.
Many adventures,
Yes.
Lots of fun. I'm just so thankful and grateful for your unyielding support and encouragement over the years. Genevieve has always been such a guiding light in my life, so I'm very, very grateful. What I'm excited about, I'd say, is meeting the members of the choir and the handbell choir, building those connections, being a part of this wonderful, close-knit community that Genevieve has cultivated. And of course, the opportunity to guide and put my own special touch on a musical program that's already so well established and thriving.
I think with Kari here, the church will continue to thrive because she has so much energy to put into the program. She will continue to grow the choir and to use her creativity to come up with her own thing that will be unique to her. And to put in the top organ of the country is the best thing we could do. It's going to continue to attract wonderful musicians. Actually, people are in line to know when the organ will be put in. So it will be a great music program. I mean, it's already a wonderful venue. Everyone wants to be in here, but I can't even begin to understand the impact this will have on our church. So it will require a little patience while we go through it, but it will be a wonderful thing for our church. A lot of people come to God through music, from singing and from, you feel something so strong when you do music that it's very difficult to describe. And I truly have felt that. Sometimes without words, you feel the presence of God in such a special way. Well, I want to thank Church of the Palms for all the great things that I've received from them, and Pastor Steve and my colleagues and the wonderful staff that we have and the wonderful congregation. And I know it will be a great future, and I will miss it, but I'm grateful for all the years here.